what would you be looking for from the next agent that represents you?
Well, the thing is I live my life in a spotlight, okay? I'm always in the spotlight. And people, they see that. They see that I live my life in the spotlight. So what they do is they find themselves from a distance coming at me. And I don't even know they exist. And sometimes they know about me prior and they feel like they've got my number and they just come in to take advantage because I love. And that's something I'm open about. But I'm also smart. And the thing about love is they come in and say, here's what he did. You're right. He actually was a bad agent that got into my purview. He made threats. I got all this stuff recorded because I record everything. And he is literally wrong for that. So I did have a bad agent. Good call. But aside from that, there is a larger issue in society. What you're doing, my friend, is not one of them. You are working, and we all work. But we have to just realize that people, they want to call me crazy because I speak out. But it's not crazy. What's crazy is to live and then be on your deathbed and realize, oh wait, there was a life worth living that I missed on.
You're right about that. That's for sure.
Well, and then people want to take my freedom away. Dude, just the other day on Facebook, I had this person tell me, get this is concerning. They're concerned about me because I'm speaking out. Think about me as I am exercising my freedom. And I started to write a Facebook post and I said, look folks, I cannot speak my mind. Do you see how they do? This is the other people in society that are willing to get us free speakers in trouble. I always told you there's a certain segment of this population that if you just find yourself and your freedom, like I have found mine, and that should you speak from that place, they will jail you. And I can't say that I am just going to go live and patient. Yeah, so basically I'm just going on to say that I've been nothing but patient in my life and that I've been through so much. And finally, when I have answers, I'm coming out to say them. And I learned how to do media to do it. And I take all these different approaches to make sure that I do it well, right? They don't care about that. They don't care about that. And so let me show you further what they did. Let me show you. This is exactly what they did. I have to discard that post because I was writing a post, but instead I decided to do this show. So welcome to the show, by the way. And I just want to show you this because you can't be a free speaker in this society. They're coming after you. Folks, you're smart. Democrats, stop. They're killing our self-determination. Golly, be careful. Be careful. It's happening all around us, even though we are edging it on. And so that's the scary part. It'll be done in no time if we don't be careful. And we are Americans. If we don't speak up with the freedom we have, nobody else is going to speak up for us. So here you go. I'm going to let you read that. Okay. WTF is it with this Landi? That's me. With this Landi guy. Authorities, they say. That's the people that boss us all and tell us what to do. Should be checking this guy out. There are major symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder and a sense and need to be recognized that God knows what he will do next. But feeling is this guy is bad news. Okay? And then other people have their whatever to say. People are confused. So here's the deal. We have social media. What is it meant for? Let's get to this. We are in a free society, folks. If I can't speak my mind and that I'm not advocating for violence and that I'm not hurting anybody, if I can't do that, think about it. I'm not even all the way turned on here. because this is just really, really important. Think about it. If I can't be myself, does that serve our society? Because I'm not hurting anybody, and myself is a great person. I worked very hard to make sure myself was a great person. Despite that I worked hard, everybody else's voices are just as relevant as mine. So now this guy says I'm not allowed to step out, but I have a reason to step out, my fellow Americans, should I not? Because what's going to happen is we're going to find ourselves with no self-determination left. And every time anybody tells us truth, has the nerve to tell us something that shifts our thinking around, that we're going to say, take that guy and jail him. Well, you know what? That's a sacrifice I made when I came out. So we're putting free speech to the test then too. And other people that put it to the test, they're talking about shooting people and stuff. Think about that. And they're costing us all our freedoms. And I'm fixing them. I'm telling, don't put yourself in danger like that. Why are you doing that? Because this is a life you get to live one time. You better live it for the right purposes. When you have that, you never do anything bad. How are these folks saying that against me? Do they want me not? I mean, is that the point? Is it because some people, they can't handle that truth? Partially, it's like the truth needs to hit out there to a lot of people all at once. So this way they can kind of process it together. That is a big thing in society. But we're not allowing that for this truth. We're not allowing that. Because you, just to break through social media, you can have God's truth even. It's obvious in this world. If there was a Jesus, we would probably more than likely persecute him, even worse than the Romans did. Anybody who tries to step up and do anything, or the Jews, or however you want to look at that history, it's all screwed up. The fact is, guys, we are in this life alone. You want to go to your authority that doesn't care about you no more than the people who are really committing these acts, because it's all about the greed. Greed says, give me security and take my freedoms. Love says, I'll give it all to you. And then you learn later on, you can't have that security and have that freedom too. That's something you can never have. So it was a fool's errand. But guess what? Greed lies. Love never lies. And so you want love away, and you want more of that greed. Think about it.